Hello everyone and welcome back to Devil May Cry 3, Dante's Awakening. Sorry that I did not record soon enough to have more to upload, that there's been a bit of a gap between my uploads. Today is April 12th, 2025. Thank you to Ghost Cabbit, the maker of this model. Thank you to SnowHusky, who did the VR work, and thank you to Antifreeze, who does the thumbnails for me. Much appreciated to you guys. Yeah, I'm finally getting back to this. Just been a little tied up with work and just have had a bit of a lack of motivation recently to record. To just go in. Yeah, between this and the last recording, the Devil May Cry anime came out. So I found out from when I was testing recording. I just stand up here and those will spawn. The goddess's statue's piercing stares focus on the front door. I just want to share my thoughts on that real quick. I thought the anime was really good. I understand, and I see this a lot, that it seems like quite a few people aren't happy with it. And kind of from my understanding, it seems to be more that people just don't like... See, like, the anime is, again, from my understanding, more based on DMC lore in general. Like, not just games, but any, like, the manga and stuff that they did. Like, the rabbit bad guy there, he's from a manga from, like, around 2007. And I guess people don't like the way Dante is in that, which, considering, like, when you look at DMC2 and the reboot, I guess I can kind of understand why people are so uptight about how Dante is portrayed in any media. I think people have a very certain outlook on Dante, a very certain way they expect him to be, right? And if he's not that way, then people get upset. Even if the character is still somewhat similar, just... I personally like the way Dante is in the anime. I think because it's supposed to be a younger Dante, kind of like how this is like the youngest version of Dante we play here. I just get that feeling it's like he's not as well seasoned. He's not quite like a veteran demon hunter. Still young. Doesn't quite have everything down yet. You know, that kind of thing. I enjoyed the jokes, for the most part at least. I was pretty giddy through the whole thing too because it was just hitting me right in the nostalgia feels of that kind of early mid-2000s feeling, which I love so much. Chamber of 3 trials. Passing one trial, okay, let me start over. Passing one trial still shows lacking. Passing 2 trials expands horizons. Passing all trials unlocks one's true potential. Your wisdom will be put to the test in the chamber ahead. Use your lifetime experience. From the crawling infant to the man standing tall, and finally to the old man leaning on his cane. Your technique will be put to the test in the chamber to overcome the onslaught of obstacles to guarantee your future. Your warrior's heart will be put to the test in the chamber ahead. Light all of the crests to suppress the evil spirit rage. Okay. Should we do... I kind of want to do this knowledge one first. I do recommend seeing the DMC anime. And I say this as someone too, like, you know, I didn't grow up with DMC. I did not grow up playing Devil May Cry since I was more of a Nintendo Xbox kid. Um, I'm trying to remember if as a kid I even really had any DMC experience, which I don't recall. Pretty sure I talked about this before, that the most substantial DMC experience I had had until like the last year or two was the reboot, funny enough. So we have multiple doorways. That one has 3 lights. That one has 4. And the one we just came through has 1. So should we just progress? I may take a second to get in the hang of things again. Try the new weapons. Damn it. Kind of missing Stinger. I know it's one fight, but I can't change my weapons, right? I can't. I think that has to be done before missions. Oh no, I can change it here. Let's back out. Take 2. So will it be different things if I go through different doors? Okay, that just loops me by the looks of it, so... fight anyway? Crap. You guys are very good at dodging that. I have a sliver of HP. Does this give me any hints? Oops, wrong button. I put to the test on chamber head, you will lose lifetime experience from the crawling event to the... I really wish that we could just straight up refill our health. Kind of just waiting for that to happen. One personal thing I would change, and I know that would, I know that would make it a little easier, but it's not like you see those things all the time. You don't see these all the time. And I just think it'd be a little nicer than, like, oh, I need to buy the item and then use it. And especially if it makes it go up in price. I just wish you could just go to it and just refill your health, even for, like, even if it's not free, you know? Esses of intelligence and palpable knowledge of the ancient ones of the ancient ones. Offer this to the goddess to open a new path. I don't know what I did. I don't know if there was something in particular I did there. I'm very confused. I don't feel like there was any rhyme or reason to that whatsoever.